In this video, I will show you how to use the method of completing the squares to solve quadratic equations. So in this case, I'll use a general form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. And here a, b, and c are constants, and a is not equals to 0. So first what we'll do is we'll divide both sides by a to ensure that the coefficient of x squared is equals to 1. So now if I divide both sides by a, we'll have x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals to 0. Now, what we'll do is we'll assume that x squared plus b over ax will be from a perfect square. So in a perfect square, we usually have the form of x plus h to the power of 2. Of course, h is just a constant here. And here we'll have x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. So of course, if we compare the first two terms here with the first two terms on the for this x squared plus 2hx, what we'll see is that x squared plus 2hx is equals to x plus h to the power of 2 minus h squared. So in this context, what is h? So if I just bring these two terms over and compare, this is what we'll get. So we'll have x squared plus b over ax. Okay, and in this case, if 2h is equals to b over a, if 2h is equals to b over a, hence h is equals to b over 2a. We will substitute this h onto the right hand side. So we'll have x plus b over 2a to the power of 2 minus b over 2a to the power of 2. Okay, and of course this will then be x plus b over 2a to the power of 2 minus b squared minus over 4a squared. Right, so using this, we will then substitute this term, okay, into x squared plus b over ax. So this will then become x plus b over 2a to the power of 2 minus b over 2a to the power of 2 plus c over a equals to 0. So what you need to do here is that from these set two terms, you just write x plus, and then whatever number you have here, whatever coefficient here, plus b over a, you will just insert it here. And remember to divide by 2. Okay, it's always halved. And then you square the bracket, and then you minus the same number, b over 2a to the power of 2. Okay, so we will then bring these two terms, okay, to the right hand side. So we'll have x plus b over 2a to the power of 2 equals to b squared over 4a squared minus c over a. And this will be b squared over 4a squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. So lastly, we combine, so that will be b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. And we'll take the square root on both sides, so x plus b over 2a is equals to square root. So when you square root, there's always a plus minus, and then there will be a square root of b squared minus 4ac over the square root of 4a squared. So which is equals to plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So then we express x as negative b over 2a plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and there's a square root, and then over 2a. And of course we usually write it in just one fraction, so we combine the two fractions. So this will be negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so that is how we complete the squares to solve for the quadratic equation.